All new at 6 o'clock, it wasn't what home and business owners in Kokomo wanted to hear, that the state's request for disaster aid to the city and the county was turned down. That would have included grants and low-interest loans for people who suffered damage and losses after tornadoes ripped through parts of the city in November. Now the state is appealing that decision. RTV6 reporter Chris Profit live in our newsroom with how that appeal moves forward. Chris?
Well, Drew, it starts tomorrow when additional joint damage assessments begin in Howard and other Indiana counties hurt badly by last month's tornado outbreak.
The November tornadoes damaged 1,000 Kokomo homes. Of that, 191 received major damage or were destroyed. Businesses were also affected.
I think they said 50% of the houses in my neighborhood have been affected in some way, and any help would be great.
Hopes for federal disaster assistance were shot down on Wednesday when the Federal Emergency Management Agency denied Indiana's request for a major disaster declaration in Howard County. Governor Pence ordered an immediate appeal.
It was like a kick in the gut because this is the second time we've been turned down of a disaster this year. In April, we had a flood. We didn't get FEMA help for that.
According to Indiana's Department of Homeland Security, 200 homes destroyed once triggered federal disaster aid, but not anymore. Now that amount is essentially doubled, making it harder to rebuild for people without insurance, those underinsured, or homeowners with high deductibles.
That I don't understand. How can we spend so much money on trivial things when people, they lost their houses and their businesses? Give us a break, help us.
As part of Indiana's appeal on Monday, the State Department of Homeland Security begins joint damage assessments. It's estimated that Howard County alone suffered $2.8 million worth of tornado damage, a figure that only accounts for unmet needs.
It's way more than the houses lost. It's the 2.8 million doesn't count lost wages, lost business, anything like that. That's just the physical damage.
While few people here believe that the state's appeal will be successful, there is hope that any help will be enough to rebuild what was lost on November 17th.
So starting tomorrow, several state and county agencies will be looking for damage that they may have missed in the first rounds of those assessments. If Indiana loses the appeal, there is a state disaster relief fund that includes SBA loans for some home and business owners. Live in the newsroom, Chris Profit, RTV6.
All right.